10 tallest presidents in history. So who were the 10 tallest presidents in United States history? Think about it. Make your own list, and here we go. Number 10. Number 10 is a four-way tie at the height of 6'1". The newest member of this club is Barack Obama, the 44th president, a Democrat, lawyer, and graduate of Columbia and Harvard. He was born in Hawaii and served 2 terms.
Our nation is at war. Our economy is in crisis. Millions of Americans are losing their jobs and their homes. They're worried about how they'll afford college for their kids or pay the stack of bills on their kitchen table.
In most recent order, the 40th President of the United States, Ronald Reagan, also shared the same height, a Republican from California, former film star and governor of California. Also, like President Obama, he would serve 2 terms.
Are these the beginnings of profound changes in the Soviet state, or are they token gestures intended to raise false hopes in the West or to strengthen the Soviet system without changing it? We welcome change and openness, for we believe that freedom and security go together, that the advance of human liberty can only strengthen the cause of world peace. There is one sign the Soviets can make that would be unmistakable, that would advance dramatically the cause of freedom and peace. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
John F. Kennedy is the next in this four-way tie. Born in Massachusetts to the Democratic Kennedy family, JFK was a war hero who was assassinated in Dallas during his first term. He was the first Catholic president.
I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
We have to reach back to the 18th century to get the last member of this group, Andrew Jackson, a ribald president who underwent the first impeachment. Jackson was the 7th president of the United States. Number 5. This time, a collection of presidents who stood 6 foot 2 inches tall, 3 of which were in recent times, including the 42nd president, Bill Clinton, and the 41st president, George H.W. Bush. Clinton was a Democratic lawyer from Arkansas, Baptist by denomination, and served 2 terms. President George H.W. Bush, or Senior Bush, Papa Bush, was a businessman, soldier, diplomat, and served only 1 term, partly due to a pledge that he could not keep: no new taxes.
Mr. Speaker, at your swearing in, you ask us all to work together in a spirit of civility and bipartisanship. Mr. Speaker, let's do exactly that. Thank you.
But I will, and the Congress will push me to raise taxes, and I'll say no, and they'll push, and I'll say no, and they'll push again, and I'll say to them, read my lips. No
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd president, was a four-term president helming the nation during the Great Depression, creating the New Deal programs, and the majority of the Second World War.
Tonight, over the once peaceful roads of Belgium and France, millions are now moving, running from their homes to escape bombs and shells and fire and machine gunning, without shelter and almost wholly without food. They stumble on, knowing not where the end of the road will be. I speak to you of these people because each one of you that is listening to me tonight has a way of helping them. The American Red Cross, that represents each of us, is rushing food and clothing and medical supplies to these destitute civilian millions.
Chester Arthur joins this Height Club, the 21st president and one of our least known. He was a Republican lawyer who never ran for the presidency, inheriting the position due to the murder of his running mate, President Garfield. First on most lists, George Washington from Virginia is the final president who stood 6 foot 2 inches tall. The father of our country, hero of the American Revolution, and did not belong to any political party of which he did not believe. Number 4. At 6 foot 2 and 1/2 inches, Thomas Jefferson, as Washington, was a huge man for the early 1800s. As the third president, Jefferson, who penned the Declaration of Independence, was a lawyer and planter from Virginia. He belonged to the Democratic Republican Party. Number 3. Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, and probably the most controversial president since Andrew Jackson. He's 6 foot 3. He is a member of the Republican Party, but known as much for being a populist who is either loved or haltingly disliked by the public.
The golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer.
Number 2. Standing 6 foot 3 and 1/2 inches tall, President Lyndon Baines Johnson, or LBJ, was a huge, imposing Texan with a personality to match, who took office after the assassination of President Kennedy and served just over one term. He was known positively for the Civil Rights Acts passed during his term, as well as the creation of Medicare and Medicaid. On the negative side, his handling of the Vietnam War convinced him not to run for another term.
The command of the Constitution is plain. There is no moral issue. It is wrong, deadly wrong, to deny any of your fellow Americans the right to vote in this country.
And number 1. It's hard to believe, although he was known, being very tall at the time, that the tallest president in U.S. history from the era of the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Yes, President Abraham Lincoln, coming in at 6 foot 4 inches tall. He was a lawyer from Springfield, Illinois, a Republican when the party was new, and earned a salary of $25,000 per year during one of the most tumultuous times in history. Thank you for watching our video. Please remember to like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps us grow the channel. Also, if you're looking for more history-related content, then we invite you to head over to our website, americasbesthistory.com. There you'll find hundreds of well-researched articles on a plethora of topics ranging in dates from 1491 to the present day. We upload new articles weekly. Hope to see you there.